howdy ho. Welcome back to Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life Special Edition. So some stuff kind of went down since the last time you got to see some playing. Anyway, so it is the 10th of spring. This is the second time that I've had my... This is the second time, I guess, that I've gone through spring, because, long story short, I made some bad decisions. I made it pretty far into the first year and then realized that some of my decisions were not sustainable for my farm and financially. So I went back, started a new file, and made a few changes. So here's some of the updates. I, first of all, made a lot more money. So, but besides that, you kind of start out with a lot of money. So I ordered a miracle potion for my cow, Dolly, and I didn't want to do it that way originally because I wanted to get a star bull and breed all of my animals with her. Will you wait outside while I give her the miracle potion to her? It's gonna get rough. He's like, only professionals in this room. PG eyes outside. Sorry if you can hear my dog licking herself in the background. Don't worry. It's okay. Good. That did it. I don't even know what voice I had for him. Alright. It's over. Ooh. She should be pregnant within a few days. Keep a close eye on her. Well then, I'll put these two back where they were so you can get back to your work. Thanks, Tack. You are the real MVP. So yeah, she has a miracle potion. Oh my god, my dog. She just sneezed. So I didn't want to get my cow pregnant for a few reasons. I didn't understand how pregnancy worked in the game for your animals, for cows in particular. I know that obviously there's some stuff like whenever you have the baby and stuff like that, it gets into a calf hutch and there's certain changes that the cow goes through or whatever. You can't like milk her normally. But I didn't know if like she'd be pregnant and she'd be able to be milked, so anyway. And then I learned some stuff. Thank you, friends, in the comments. I learned that you can actually plant your crops like on the last day of a season, going into the next season, and it will not wilt. It will actually just give it a day ahead. So that's a really handy trick. Thank you so much. So I'm planting turnips, but like the first one that was over here, I actually planted it like way too soon because for some reason I thought the 9th day was the 10th day. So messed up. So yeah, that one will probably wilt, but it's okay. At least it's just a turnip seed, which is pretty cheap. I think they're like 20 bucks. So, turnips grow pretty fast and they're pretty useful because you can make a salad with it. It's just like the light pickle dish. It's in the salad category and it only takes one turnip and then you're done. So pretty handy thing to have. But I guess if you break it down by value, you'd probably just be better off eating wild plants all the time because it's like $15 a pop for most of them. But like turnips, they'll sell for a little more than that, right? So I don't know, maybe I'm being dumb, but it does help me at least get some cooking practice in, and then I can have more dishes under my belt. So there's that. And then I wanted to show you that I caught a whole bunch of fish this time. Like I went fishing and made that a priority so I can get some extra money. So I had a whole lot of stuff to sell. So we started at 5,160 gold. Keep that in mind. Jot it down if you would like. But yeah, like I like foraging a lot and fishing. I mean, both of those are really good ways to make money. So just just try to do it every day if you can. Like some of the flowers grow every 3 days, but most of them grow every 2 days. I think the ones that are worth a whole lot grow every 3 days, like the ones that are worth $20 or whatever. And those come around in the fall. But most everything else sells for like 10 or 15, and they grow every 2 days, and it's like at least 10 of them. So pretty easy money. Pretty easy way to make some money. And then like the fish, especially the river fish, are worth a lot. So enjoy watching me sell things. Okay, so this fish, the Nyamame, I don't know, Nyamame. So this one is found upstream, which is the area, obviously, upstream on the river. There's only one river that runs through the whole valley, and it's the area closer to the waterfall, more likely to catch it. So, and that's where I caught really most of that stuff. Those are worth a lot, and the ketchup. Those are like worth a little bit, you know, a little bit, especially the big ones. So obviously anything that is big, it's gonna be a little more worth, it's gonna be a little higher value. And then huge is gonna be the best. So I would recommend keeping the small fish that you catch and the tiny fish because they're not worth very much. So you can make extra money that way too, but I mean, at the end of the day, I would save them for giving people gifts because they're really going to appreciate that. They love fish. You know, if they like fish, they pretty much love them. So, like Galen, he loves fish, and he will like cry if you give him fish. And it's just like a little fish worth like $30, $20. You know, it's really not that much. So I would save those, and then you can also use a lot of the smaller fish for like your fish dishes and stuff, so they can be used as ingredients for cooking as well. So fishing is a very handy tool in this game, not only because it gets you money, but you can use it for food and gifts. Almost forgot to sell the mugwort. So that's kind of an important thing to mention as well. I kind of do, or have maybe before, but maybe not. I don't remember. But they grow every single day, so that's easy money as well, because you can go to the same spot and pick them up every day. And you can use them for food for your dog or for yourself. And mugwort is actually an ingredient in some, or at least one recipe that I know of. And then of course, mining, which most of the time I just use all that stuff for gifts, because everyone likes that stuff too. Well, not everyone, but a lot of people. Let me guess, you're a morning person. The people here are always so happy when spring rolls around. I wonder what's so great about it. Patrick and I are friends! Like, just a complete juxtaposition between the characters. Patrick was talking about how he's friends with Lumina because she comes over and plays outside. And I'm like, man, y'all are making me feel real creepy. Like, because it made me feel like she's even more of just a kid. But anyway, I'm also becoming friends with Griffin. I think it's important because he'll have the Harvest Festival at the bar, and I don't think he'll have it unless you're friends with him, so... I guess it's worth noting, I love when it rains in this game, and pretty much any Harvest Moon game that I've played before. It's just, this game, they do such a good job with the sound effects too, it sounds so real. I could just put that on in the background forever. But yeah, make sure you get your animals out from the rain. If you've played If you've played any of these games, you know the drill. You gotta get them out of the rain because they'll get sick. But yeah, I'm really glad if I was told about this hack with the crops. Planting them a day ahead because that'll help me out. Especially because sometimes, like with the really bad soil quality, because I don't fertilize all my crops, because it's just too expensive for me right now, that can sometimes make their growth really slow. Especially for the straggler crops in that season. And see, like this turnip is gonna wilt soon, so that sucks. But the rest of them will work out. And it's just because I planted it on the 9th on accident. My bad. But that is very helpful. And as you can see, I changed up, which I knew this a long time ago. I just forgot that the checkerboard pattern works a lot better for your crops. It helps them to grow better because they're not so crowded, I guess. And it also helps you to water and take care of them easier. So, and it paid off. I got my crops on time. So, but in the first file, I did not get them all in time. They were just really crowded and stifled, and it was a lot of work taking care of. I think it was like 30 something. I don't remember how many exactly, but a lot of crops to take care of. And then like, I don't want to ship all of them, but I also don't want to save all of them. Some of the crops you can use in more dishes and stuff, or for gifts, even though they might sell for like a decent amount. I'm just gonna save a good bit of them. And then like I said, mugwort you can use in recipes, so I'm gonna save a lot of those too. And then the rest I'm gonna feed to my dog. And then I'll cook for myself, so that'll be easy enough. Well, we made it to the end of the day. We're gonna go train our pup because I forgot. No, wait. We're gonna put you in the doghouse. So you just pick it up and it'll go in day 2. Well, well, well. We made it to summer. And it's an unlucky day. So yeah, our festival would be Summer Festival. It's from 10 to 5 and canceled if there's rain, which there probably will be. It says it's gonna stop, but you know, with our luck, it'll probably get canceled. I don't think I've ever actually been able to go to the Summer Festival. Maybe one time, a long time ago, but usually it gets canceled because it's outdoors. Hi, baby. There's my sleepy puppy. Hello. Good morning. What a happy little guy. Also, I hate when it rains in the morning because I never know when it's going to stop. Even if the weather says, oh, it's going to stop. You just never know. You never know what time. The weather's so unpredictable in this game. But it does, I guess, provide an opportunity to hand feed some fodder to our animal. To our cow, so... Did that miracle potion work, Dolly? Give me hugs. And I think I've also noticed... I keep forgetting to brush her before. But when I brush her and take care of her properly, sometimes I feel like it helps the quality a little bit. Maybe it's just me, but kind of like when I have sheep, I always try to brush them before I shear them because I feel like it makes the quality better, just because it can't hurt, right? You never know. Also, did you see the new fit? Instead of a white top, he's got a blue top with his suspenders and tan khaki colored pants. Nice. Very summer. Summer colors. Good morning, chickens. Oh yeah. I love when they're asleep so they don't freak out when you pick up the egg. And it's fertilized, I think. No, it's not. It looked kind of pink, right? Well, I'll just keep loving on both of them until they love each other. That's how, that's how relationships work, right? Oh man. But actually, I think in this game it probably does raise your chances of getting a fertilized egg. Okay, so these are fine. Okay. I have to go buy another turnip seed. I kind of was mentioning earlier about the wild plants. You can pick those up every day. So there's the new kind for the summer, and there's a couple of their spots at least, so yeah, anyway, I'm collecting more flowers. It is kind of a lot to forage every single day. It does take time. But it's definitely worth it to forage, I think. And like I said, most flowers grow back every 2 days, so you don't have to do it every day for the flowers, but like you can go get the wild plant and, you know, make a little extra money or have food or whatever. It's worth it, in my opinion. I'm really surprised though that it's raining. Like, it hardly rained at all in the spring, which like April showers bring May flowers, right? That's spring. So like I always thought spring should be spring and fall when like the seasons are changing and like cold weather, hot weather stuff's happening at the same time and it's trying to transition. I feel like that's when it should rain a lot more. And like the summer, it's usually a lot drier, right? I don't know. I'm not a weatherman. And then like these wild areas are also good spots for fishing, so you can go fishing a little bit. But Carter, I know you like to stand there and get your vitamin D or whatever, but that man is crazy. Okay, so stopped raining, so time to go let the babies out. They're gonna be very cranky. Yes, yes. Sorry, sometimes like the loading screens just take forever. I just don't want to deal with it right now, so we're just gonna cut it out, right? I don't know. What do you guys prefer? Do you want it to just be kind of like traditional Let's Play style where I just don't really cut much at all? Or really anything, I guess, would be like a true Let's Play. There's just stuff, sometimes I'm like, I don't know, I don't want to bore people, so I just cut it out sometimes or make things different. And this one's gonna be jumpy. Sorry, this one's a little different. See? It's different. So, she's asleep again. But, I don't know, I don't want to bore people too much. So you gotta keep it a little choppy. No, really, I'm chopping it up a lot because there's like, I was just kind of like playing catch up and doing whatever, and some of the footage, whatever, I don't know. Hi, Vesta. Hey, I've got a new animal. Dude, you couldn't let me give her a gift first? The horse I ordered has arrived. Don't worry, I ordered him on my own. It's a gift. Give him a name. And decide where his feed box should go. Okay, great. I know exactly what to name him. His name shall be Bandit, and he will not be lonely. He will be right by this cow. Bandit, that's a good name. Take good care of it. So, also, the thing in this game, special edition, you can get different colored horses. I think in the original one, you can only have the brown horse, which is still a pretty horse. It's like a red-brown color, right? Kind of. It's like a light color. But you get this, like, really interesting, like, Nordic blonde boy horse who's also white. I don't know. He's got a lot going on. And he's got blue eyes. I think the other one does too, though. think they always have blue eyes. But yeah, that's something in this game I think is unique. I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I'm sure you will. Time to visit my underage girlfriend. No, okay. Actually, so you look it up. She's 14 in the original, but she's quote-unquote 18 in the special edition. Just because they wanted to make it to where you could marry her in this one, so they wanted to make it to where it's not creepy if you try to date her in her first year, because they didn't really change anything except for they made some of the cutscenes into, like, heart scenes. They made them into heart scenes, so they made the cutscenes into heart scenes instead, and so that's why there's some, like, yeah, you'll see. It's just kind of, it's all bad. It's all bad. But she can play that piano, can't she? So also, you can't really give people gifts when they're doing certain things, so, like when she's playing the piano, she won't accept gifts because her hands are busy making magic. And not in a perverted... Don't do that. Oh yeah, I forgot. We made them British. They're British now. English. Yeah. Well, I guess... So we have a heart. We have a pink heart, finally. So we should get a cutscene soon. I guess we could trigger... I'm not sure. I have to go try different things. So. Okay, so another weird thing about this game, the horse only makes noise whenever you talk to it, but it doesn't when you hug it, I'm pretty sure. Isn't that weird? It's always been like a glitch. He just doesn't make any noise. Or she, or it, whatever. Your horse. No matter which kind, it doesn't matter what color it is, it's weird. It's kind of defective. And I think that's, like, I've mentioned it before, but there's certain areas on the map that are really glitchy and they're slow, or you run really fast or whatever. And that's one of them, going down that hill. I don't know why. There's just a lot of rendering happening, I guess. But not a big deal. It's doable. It's just like, sometimes it's annoying, especially with recording, like it's just like, and there's no music over there. So everything sounds really loud and clacky, and then it's like glitchy. So sometimes I'll probably cut it out a little bit because it kind of drives me crazy and I don't want it. I want this to be a fun experience for you, not an uncomfortable one like it is for me. So I'll take the brunt of the stippy-stappy, glitchy stuff. Oh, and then these are like, these are weird because I think it's like there's 9 over here and then there's 1 over there that we just picked or whatever. It's like, why would you split them up like that? But whatever, it's fine. You could just put 10 over here and 1 extra. Be cool. Instead of confuse everybody. Jeez. And then there's that 1, but you can't get it. It's really annoying. And like, you know what's really annoying about having a horse? It's really great. And that's a problem. It makes me very lazy. Alright, we gotta go see our buddy, Griffin. We're not even here to see Muffy, it's kind of funny. Like, I don't even really talk to her because she's so, like... I don't know why they did it like this, but she's so easy to court. I hadn't even talked to her, like, maybe one time. I met her and maybe talked to her one time, and there was a heart of it. I was like, dude, like, I kind of understand they're trying to say she's easy. Well, that's how I read into it. I don't know. It's not like I have a heart. And I had to work so hard to get a heart with Lumina. Like, I was giving her gifts and talking to her intentionally every day. And I, like, just got the first heart, like, yesterday or something, probably. I don't know. And like Nami, she's very similar. Like, she's harder to gain affection with in a meaningful way. And Celia is like in the middle somewhere. She's pretty easy to befriend and, you know, make her fall in love with you. But Muffy is like head over heels for you very quickly. And I feel like that's a little rude to her because she's cool. And you know what? If she's easy, that's cool too. I'm just saying. Okay. What is this? It's mine! Big deal, you said you didn't want it. These two have started fighting. It's a mess. You really shouldn't fight. I found it. You said you didn't want it, so I took it. That's because I didn't realize it was a blue feather. That's enough! If you give the blue feather to someone you like, something wonderful will happen, but nothing wonderful will happen if either of these two has it. Let's give it to Tex. So you don't lose it, we'll put it in the shelf. In the shelf, not on the shelf. You're so mean. That's funny. Y'all are just gonna let him run all the way back there. We did it. Like, y'all just sat there that whole time. You could have all just gone. It's fine. Are you always with the person you like, Tex? Hell nah. How sad. We're happy because we're always together. We'll give the blue feather to you, Tex. I'll give it. I'll give it too. So Nick and Nat... Oh. I'm the one who gave it. No, I gave it. Stop it. Nick and Nat give me, like, big... Ugh. Hey, I just saw a blue feather on the shelf. Tack, mind your own business. Those are quite rare. Where did you buy it? It's an old custom in these parts. If you give a blue feather to someone, it means you want to marry them. If they accept the feather and you get married, you'll live happily ever after. I sometimes see them being sold for very high prices in the city, but here, no. You're very lucky to find one. Let me just float over this hill. Oh, happy. So, anyway, what I was saying, Nick and Nat give me big time, like, My Neighbor Totoro vibes. The sisters. Satsuki and Mei. God, they're so cute. I love them. Oh, Rock. We know. He's probably the type to just go sunbathe, and I feel like him and Muffy would actually get along really well. But they put... I guess they put Muffy with someone else. Who's her person? Griffin, I guess? But I feel like her and Rock are the most alike. And then, like, Lumina and... Not Griffin, Gustava. I'm sorry. Different game. And I feel like Lumina and Gustava actually are more similar. But whatever. Well, hello. I'm not in a great mood in the morning, so beware. Do you like the ocean? I guess. If I must. Then I will like the ocean too. Man, I wish you could swim in this game. You've never really been able to swim in any of them though, so it's not like I expect it. It's just... It'd be cool. And it's really pretty. That's about it. You can usually, okay, there's been a couple of Harvest Moon games where there's like a summer festival and you got to swim. There was a swimming competition and you're supposed to go like touch a buoy or make it a certain point, and then you come back and it's like a race. And it's really fun, and it was really difficult for some reason when I was younger. But it's because it's all about timing. Like, you can run out of stamina really fast. So you're trying to like spam the button, but you're also trying to be smart about it and conserve your stamina. So you have to time it right, because there are other people who have better stamina than you. And it's understandably, like if it's your first year, that's your first summer festival. But these guys, usually they grow up there because you just move in as this new farmer and you go to all their festivals. It's like, what? I've never swam a day in my life, and now I gotta swim in this festival? So, and usually you win like some stamina basically because you win a power-up berry and you get to take that. So like in Magical Melody or I think Back to Nature as well. Yes, Back to Nature, which was the first one that I was in, I'm pretty sure. So maybe, I don't know. I never got to play the really old, like the original Harvest Moon games, so I don't really know what festivals. I need to know that. I need to look that up. It's very important. Just look at that sight. Beautiful game. What a good little horse. Okay, so he neighs when you hug him and when you brush him. So maybe it's when you talk to him. Or maybe he just doesn't do it both times when you talk and hug. But he'll do the motion for it, but not the noise. It's really strange. I don't know. And just as a precaution, I always water my crops, or I always try to water them twice in the summer because it's so hot and everyone talks about how hot it is and whatever. So your crops will need more water, I think. And you can tell by the color of the soil, like obviously, like look how good it looks. You can tell it is saturated now, honey. But before, dry as a bone. Probably. Actually, it's not as dry right now because it was actually, I don't know, because it's dark and I can't really tell. But yeah, that's how you know when you should water, is when it's basically not dark at all anymore and it's like a pale brown color, like a tan. So, and it happens faster in the summer. Just watch, just go play. You'll see. It happens. I don't know everything about this game, but I know a little bit. Look at those profits from my crops too. My cropitses. And I guess I'm gonna order. So the thing with getting another cow is that she will not, when she grows up, she won't be able to produce milk without being pregnant. So I think the smarter move is to get a bull first. That way he's already ready, he's grown up, and he can be our stud and we can have babies with him. So I think it's smart to get a star bull or a high quality bull and to breed them. So that's my plan. That's what I'll do. Well, it's the end of the day, so it's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't, I guess. If you like it, you know, keep watching it and like the videos That helps a lot. And share with your friends too, because that's what I do. I just be sharing videos all the time. But anyway, thanks for your patience with the new game file, whatever. And yeah, keep commenting, give me advice, I guess. Whatever you want to say. I appreciate all of you, and I guess I'll see you in the next one. Bye!